to step out. Can I get you anything?
YOLO crazy straw if you see one, thanks.
Oh, okie dokie. Want to reach, and a hot shot ends his own life. Chip, why would you do that?
Well, I didn't do it, which is why I'm still here today in the booth.
First blood has been struck. That's a good omen.
Hot Shots veteran came back.
Chip, what is up with Monday Night Combat replays?
Well, relive the glory days with a community replay.
I can't wait to watch. Miss it, Chip?
Oh, I miss it tremendously. There's not a day that goes by that I don't wish I was down there on the field, rubbing shoulders, wiping sweat off each other. Why, the games got intense. When we'd finish, we'd usually all lay down into the dirt. We would dry our bodies off like elephants. Some of us would spit on the others like a tusk, or a, what do they call those things? You know, the
tusks. Oh, you mean the elephant nose, the trunk.
Trunk. That's it.
Hello, kids.
And what is the purpose, Chip, of leveling up?
He who levels first laughs.
Oh my! And a hotshot chooses to not give a kill to an Iceman by taking his own life. Death with dignity, I always say.
Hotshot's veteran respawn.
Hotshots lose a turret.
Yes, that one is gone.
Chip, can you tell us anything about jungling?
Well, the jungles outside the bot lanes can be dangerous, worth the advantage.
You are
Super
chicken
multi-kill.
food, dude.
Oh, well, hey, there's a chance for surprises and cash. It's bullseye.
Time to shoot the bullseye.
Hotshot veteran, dead.
Body slam.
Art is a thing that is
30
dead.
seconds to the Annihilator. What is the purpose of the robots in Monday Night Combat?
Well, only bots can bring down the money ball. Only the money ball can bring down the opposing team.
Exactly, Chip. There are 15 seconds to the Annihilator.
Oh, look out! Here comes the Annihilator!
Indeed, Chip, indeed.
Here they come, the Icemen with an Annihilator strike.
Nice.
Hotshot support dead.
from this moment beginning.
Hot Shots veteran back in the game.
Claw!
Hello, Dream.
It's Long Yang Tong Organized Crime Family Employee Appreciation. What the? There's a Hot Shots turret down in the field. Can't rebuild those anymore.
Kill streak.
Full function. We are invisible.
Hot Shots Cheston back in the
A
action.
burst of potassium. Chip, if a player's dying a lot and they're feeding, what's a good strategy?
Oh, well, the pros that push too hard often just make the opposing team stronger.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Now Playing on GameSpot, or at least GameSpot as it is on Twitch and YouTube, since we're having some site problems. So if you're watching live, it means you're not on GameSpot right now. But that's all metaphysical, so we won't worry about that for now. What we are doing is having our special Steam edition Now Playing. And I'm your host, Senior Editor Kevin Van Orden. I'm joined by Editor Chris Waters and Editor Carolyn Pettit. And
hello.
as you see, we've already started. We've actually been showing gameplay on the channel for a little while, trying to figure out our own issues on the site. So we started with the Super Monday Night Combat, Chris, and you are playing and showing us some awesomeness.
So this went live on Steam recently, this week, I believe. And I am now playing as Megabeth, one of the classes in Super Monday Night Combat that's new. I'll make it nice. That's new to this game's been in beta for about 6 months, I believe, maybe longer. And so now it's available. You can play it for free, $0, and it's really fun. So as in Monday Night Combat, it's all about you're in the combat arena. It's class-based, and you try to basically get your bots. You have bots that automatically spawn, and it's kind of like League of Legends-y in that way. The bots automatically spawn, and then you try to escort them through the enemy base area, through turrets and what have you, to, I really want this ejector. Oh, they're not even really up there anymore, but I still got it. Woo! See ya, see ya, see ya. Oh, I didn't make it.
Oh.
I got my bots spawn. You try to escort them down the specific lanes they travel in. Bots take down turrets, and then they eventually take down the money ball. Unlike in Monday Night Combat, you actually cannot. Well, here's one difference. Instead of just the 3 skills, there's 5. 2 of them are passive, sort of offense, defense skills, and then the other 3 are your active skills. And then, so basically, the idea is you are part of a team. You need to support these bots, but you need to kill bots. You need to stop the other pros from killing your bots. And my team's doing pretty decently. And I'm going to
So it's a MOBA. It's like a multiplayer online battle arena, only instead of the usual sort of top-down view in Dota and League of Legends and Demigod and stuff like that. You're actually playing as a first-person shooter.
Yes, that is accurate.
Or third person.
Or third person, I should say.
Now, I remember in a tweet that you sent when you were at PAX East and looking at this game, you said that this game maybe had more of an emphasis on like teamwork, perhaps, than the previous game did. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, you can't really. How much time is left on this? Oh, I'm gonna buy the Annihilator. This is gonna kill all the enemy bots if this dude doesn't stop me. Oh! I did get it? No, I don't think I got it. Do you see any orange bots? Maybe I did get it. Oh gosh, make it, get away. So I'm in bad straits here health-wise, but I can scurry back to my base and try to find, I don't know this map super well, but they have these areas where you can purchase. Oh, they had the Annihilator. I didn't quite get it, and then the Annihilator killed me. It kills all bots and damages you.
Don't look at me.
So I was very low on health and thusly got murderized. So some key differences here if you're familiar with Monday Night Combat. You don't build or upgrade turrets at all. Turrets just exist. They are, at max level. They have these little, this white sheen of a shield on them, and then once the shield is down, they are vulnerable, and the pros can take them out. So the idea is you focus more on spending your money on stuff that's in the arena. So be that spawning bots or buying yourself some upgrades for like health upgrades and whatnot. There's a banana there. I just want to avoid that.
I should mention that we're in the Twitch TV chat room for the stream right now. If any viewers have questions, I can try to relay them to Chris as he plays, and we're also giving away some codes for some prizes of Monday Night Combat items and whatnot.
Yeah, I went to PAX and they were giving away a bunch of these codes for costumes and what have you, and so I picked up a bunch to share with you guys. Now I'm going to sneak just behind enemy lines here and try to hammer this turret. Ooh,
a shady bot takes out a hotshot. Ooh, and it looks like he'll be penalized for excessive celebration after the fact.
Boy, and I agree with
these guys are trying to take out my bots because they are damaging this turret, which is vulnerable. It would be great to get that turret down, but I think I'm going to have to beat a little bit of a retreat here.
Well, the money ball is like that precious little spear where you keep all
I think my teammates are pushing from the other lane. So yeah, that's twitch.tv/GameSpot where we're giving stuff away. And because in this game, it's free to play, but the way they make money is you buy costumes and you buy different skins for your character. I got the pretty basic MegaBeth right here, but then there's plenty of strange costumes. There's one that makes her look like this awesome avenging angel. It's all gold and silver and what have you. Very cool. Yeah, steal me.
Very nice. Windows are programmed to re-image any homeless people seen outside the car into supermarkets.
So this is one of the new pros, MegaBeth, and there's a bunch of them that are new. They've sort of been divided into various groups. So she's a striker, akin to the assault class that you may remember from Monday Night Combat. There's a new support character, that's Combat Girl, who you see right behind me, helping me out. That guy ringed himself out, or somebody exploded him. That was cool. So now I've got Combat Girl helping me out on the support business. This is my team pushing over here. I'm gonna. Oh, that guy's already being grappled.
So there's an awful lot going on in this game, obviously, and so if a new player wants to kind of dive into the game, is there any kind of system in place to kind of maybe help you get up to speed, learn the ropes, or is it just sort of like you're thrown to the wolves and you just kind of learn on the fly?
They have a good tutorial video up, and then on Uber Entertainment or uberent.com, the developer's website, they've got plenty of guides on sort of what the best strategy is and how to go about playing. So that's very helpful. Then I jumped into a quick play match here, but then there's also practice, and so this I believe is ranked. I'll earn stuff for being in this match. But then there's practice, and that allows you to meet up with people, sort of share strategies, and do it in a more, a less competitive environment. I haven't actually fired practice up yet, to tell you the truth.
So I'm curious too about, MOBAs traditionally don't necessarily have the most forgiving communities. They're, typically you'll run into people who are pretty mean to you if you're not great or perfect. And I'm kind of wondering what the community is like in Monday Night Combat. Is it a pretty friendly crowd?
So far, people are a little bit Yeah, I would say that they are pretty friendly folks. I think that, you know, it's still very early on, so a lot of, I have juice, but I'm super low on health. Need a hasty retreat. That's not regen at all. I don't really have a good sense for it, to tell you the truth.
And the Annihilator is ready to go.
I'm excited.
I should go up to the Annihilator. Where's my jump pad?
I love the way she grabs her heels when she jumps.
I'm getting shot so much. This is not gonna work.
Oh,
This dude again. Dang you, robot.
Coming up, one lucky
So, I mean, we are pretty well dominating them right now, but you see here all the robots are getting destroyed, and they're going to push back, so we'll have to see how this goes. Have you been giving away some of those codes, Carol?
I have, and I'll give away another one right now.
So that robot that killed me was another one of the new classes, and I'm going to buy some speed here real quick, 'cause I haven't done that really before. Woohoo! Oh wow, yeah, that is does make me speedy. There's like a gorilla you may have seen me grapple a few times. That's Cheston, and he's I'm not sure if they call them bruisers or brawlers or whatnot, but it's the sort of big damage enforcer. That's what it is. It's the damage doing class, and
Oh, hello.
gorilla robots. So that's a special bot. You can spawn those with the money that you earn.
Now there's a...
And yeah, it's a lot, so it's just a lot of fun.
And what sort of, it is a free-to-play game.
Yes.
Obviously, you can kick in actual money to acquire stuff, right? What sorts of things
For
can you...
costumes, for like your weapons can have different skins, like I've got a rainbow rocket
So it's
launcher
primarily
cosmetic.
cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, and then there's also there's like boosts. You know, you'll earn more experience and such.
But in terms of more powerful weapons and weapon attachments and all the things you might see in some other free-to-play shooters, for example, you don't really see anything like that.
No, I don't believe the weapon differences are in terms of like will make them more powerful. This guy's giving me
bot
guff
delivers
right there.
the killing blow to an Iceman.
I don't like it. Stop it. You stop shooting me now. Oh, this is one of these tenacious bots
is a
that
good
comes after
strategy
you.
with bots?
That guy is
Like I
following me.
always say, always be killing bots.
We'll give you a few more minutes at this, Chris, and sadly, we might end up forcing you to let your teammates down by dropping out of the match.
Oh, that would be so cruel.
But the bad news is you're actually playing under my account, so I'm the one that ends up looking bad.
Better you than him,
Better
Kevin.
Okay. That was kind of fun.
Little ragdoll action.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. We're going to try to push all on the same... see, you have these sort of quick chat options to sort of push the same lane and defend the Annihilator and whatnot. It looks like the battle has sort of moved back to the midfield, so yes, this might be... we might not see a glorious victory for Team GameSpot, and in fact, I might have to disappoint my fellow people because you guys have some other games that you're going to be showing off here soon. I haven't really been using my skills too much. But
Yeah, we've got, what other games are we showing today? We're showing McGuffin's Curse, which just came out on Steam, which is a cute little 2D puzzle game. And we've got Deep Black Reloaded, which is a third-person shooter. So 2 shooters on the show today, and of course, Carol, you're showing off...
Hack/loot.
It's a very descriptive name for a game.
Yes. So Karuni in the chat here says the Megabeth's kick at level 4 is too overpowered.
oh, the grapple. Yeah. You know, the game is still in beta. I can't say that I have experienced it being too overpowered at this point. This is probably not a fight that I want to be in because there are 2 of them. There's one of me. I'm going to try to get a boost and get the heck out of here.
Karuni says, no, the spinning kick is what he's referring to.
Oh, I was about to unleash it. But then, you know, totally died.
Yeah.
That's one of her abilities, which you sort of spin around and you get this rainbow trail behind you. All right, let's play until the next Annihilator attack, which is coming up soon, and then we can maybe switch to something else. Thanks for bearing with me here, guys. I could just play this for like most of the day because I am really enjoying it. Yeah, let's power up that thing that guy said was overpowered and see if it is. Come here, gorilla. You're gonna get nicked.
Oh.
How do you like it? Nope, didn't like it. Didn't work so good. I was on fire for a second there. And so, like, that's the thing. I feel like this game is more balanced towards you really got to lean into the teamwork. Like when you're teaming up, it really goes so much better for you than if you're just trying to do like I did. That was sort of me taking that guy on one-on-one, and now these guys are all over here.
They've really pushed hard, haven't they?
Yes. So let's try to get in here with my super rainbow kicks. Bots, you want to kill the bots because they hit the turrets and they get your money ball down. So without them, the pros can't sort of directly achieve victory. And now I have juice. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to try to take this guy out. Well, there he goes. I shall chase him.
Doesn't sound like a bad life at all, GG.
It's a nice
Your welfare is past.
And we've got different classes in here. So are those healing streams that I see?
Yes. Oh, wasting my juice. Oof, that was lucky. I could have ringed out there pretty easily. Oh, and oh, I'm so slow. I don't know why I'm slow. There must be kitties around or something. Oh, we're battling for the Annihilator. It looks like it was just used recently, actually, so maybe we won't be seeing that soon. So this is a big chicken, which, you know, my teammate is riding, and I think that's good. To be honest, I'm not sure what the chicken does. I wonder if one of the chat folks can give us a hand with that. Guys, what is? I know it's like one of these things that spawns in the midfield. You damage it and presumably get some kind of resources, but what exactly, I'm not sure.
Karuni says, that chicken and me aren't very good friends.
It's not a friendly chicken. I've definitely gotten booted by that chicken.
Gives a team buff.
All right, Chris, I'll give you one more death before we switch games.
All right, Kevin. Well, we are pushing up here. Hopefully our bots will come soon, and then we can take... Oh, come on. Where are my bots at? Bots. I'm going to spawn a gorilla bot just for fun because I have, like, excessive money. You guys, go give them some guff.
Look at him go, that gorilla bot.
Oh, jackpot. This is something that we want to kill.
You go. Look at you
Look
go.
at my wonderful pirouetting here
Man,
on my roller skates.
Is that like a quintuple Salchow or an axle, or what is that exactly?
Definitely makes Olympians, you know, Monday Night Combat is the Olympics of the future. So she's definitely making the Olympians jealous. Oh, that guy. I have juice.
Excuse me. Oh, there goes a turret. That's bad news for the hot shots who are still reeling from the cancellation.
All right, so that turret is down.
Pizza party by Coach Ferrari.
Kick in the groin. That guy's gonna die.
Nice job. Oh, I
Did not mean to do that, but here I am doing it.
might as well try to use it if you can.
Didn't quite do a good job of it, but now we really need our bots in here to get this money ball down. Oh yeah.
The money ball is down.
Except our money ball is down too, actually. If you look up there, you see that it is definitely a bad situation for our money ball.
I don't think. Oh, you did do it. Ouch! You still got a little health left. Oh, that was the death.
And this, yeah, well, we are so, because you see, like up at the top here, you see these two bars that show who's progressed towards who's. Our money ball is back up. I really hope that my teammates can do the final deed without me, I guess.
Sorry,
Sigh.
Chris's teammates.
This is so cruel. These are the harsh realities of live internet television. Our money ball is down. Maybe if I just ignore these guys, I'll still keep playing.
Wait a minute now.
Hey now.
Wait,
Chris.
okay, fine. We lost. But look, there I am, perpetually spinning.
Perpetually
It is
spinning.
glorious.
in rainbow.
Obstructing the booty dance that Moneyball dude does. That was a good game.
That was a good game, actually.
Thanks for letting me play that a little bit longer, guys. That was definitely appreciated. Even though I died again.
Everybody, be sure to stay tuned.
Hey, I leveled you up, Kevin.
Hooray, thank you very much for giving me things in
won
a
a
game I've
prize.
never played before.
This is another thing that upon juicing knocks back all enemies. Oh, that's cool.
Awesome, spunky.
These are endorsements. They actually have a much bigger role in your loadouts, and so as you earn them, I believe you can probably purchase them as well. But that's just a sort of another way. They call it the meta game. Which one do we want?
McGuffin's Curse.
It's another way you sort of customize your stuff in Super Monday Night Combat. So there we go. We're going to switch this around here.
Yep, we'll
Who's
switch
playing?
places. It'll be me.
All right.
So Chris and I are switching chairs. I
Yes.
just wanted to give you the visual, since you're not seeing
No, they
it.
are. They are seeing. Well, they were seeing it.
Oh, you
They-
were seeing it.
Yes.
Oh, great. Oh, and Chris, what is? Oh, you are right. This chair is a mess.
The chair's wonky.
Yeah, this chair is wonky. All right. So this is. I'm going to create a new profile because I want to start at the beginning of this game.
Rare
It's-
amulet to be shown.
So, well, let's just give a little quick look at the opening cinematic.
Looks like someone's in trouble.
Maybe this is the museum entrance. So welcome to McGuffin's Curse. Now, this game is a 2D puzzle game in which you sort of move around like maybe an old adventure game. And it is sort of like a combination adventure game, puzzle game. And I can go up to things and...
What a swell
What a
old
swell
light.
old light, exactly. But this is McGuffin, and he is a thief.
He's got a roguish look to him.
And so you move around like this. And you are infiltrating this museum because you are stealing an amulet.
A MacGuffin, if you will.
Exactly. So, Chris, explain what a MacGuffin is.
A MacGuffin is a term used to describe an object, sometimes an artifact, an amulet, or whatever, that is basically has no meaning or significance except it's the thing you need to get. It's the thing that drives the whole quest that you're on, your whole raison d'etre. Sorry, that was terrible.
Yes.
It drives the plot forward. Perhaps it's the oil painting that all the thieves are racing to steal from the museum or what have you. I think it doesn't really matter what it is. It matters.
The importance is the chase and the pursuit that it generates.
The impact that it has, how it motivates the characters.
It's like if you've seen Pulp Fiction, it's like whatever's in the briefcase. It doesn't matter,
It doesn't
what's,
matter
in the
what's in the briefcase. But yeah.
And I love the design of Strump, by the way.
That dude is disheveled.
Oh wait, I took my badge. So this is an ex-cop or something.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting out of it. There's not a
Okay.
whole lot of setup
All right.
when you first start. But again, the story is kind of a MacGuffin. Like, it's all about solving these puzzles once you get there. So you will be able to communicate with Strump via walkie-talkie. And of course, me being an old adventure game player, I like to see what these
they're
have
just
to
little
say because they're
descriptions.
adorable a
Yeah.
lot of the time.
He used to steal light bulbs.
Exactly. When I try to sit on a video game, they always say there's no time. Why is that?
Oh, take that, fourth wall. I'm so self-aware that I'm in a video game.
Exactly. And in we go into the museum.
Laser traps.
Ha! Zap him with the walkie-talkie and you're all set.
Exactly.
You master thief, you.
So here's something interesting that you see. This will come into play later, but if I was a bit stronger, I could easily get rid of this.
Are you gonna?
What does
You're
that
a
mean
werewolf,
exactly?
aren't you?
I'm not going to tell you anything.
There's a lot of wolf symbolism here.
Chris, paying attention. So obviously this wasn't too hard. I turned off the
The barrier.
laser beams.
A
and,
little too easy.
some treasure and a comic scrap.
Huh?
And then I don't know where the comic scrap is though, but that's all right. What is happening?
The screen is black.
The screen went black.
Press escape.
Try escape. Yeah, hit escape to go back.
There we go. Well, in any case, Now I can turn off
You can go through that door to the right.
the door, exactly. So we will go through the door on the right. And boom.
Apparently you've got the magic hand.
I do have magic hand. It's an actual sword that King Raph used to slay the treacherous Marcus. Who are these people? I don't know. Will it matter? I don't know.
Awful casual. It's on a first name basis with the arch traitor Marcus.
Yeah, considering it's also casual that he's just walking through looking at the exhibit on his way to his theft.
Hey, thieves can be cultured too.
That is true.
So, as someone who has always had a fondness for heist movies and stories about cat burglars and people breaking into museums to steal priceless artifacts and things, I'm intrigued by this game. And also, what is that game that Chris, you saw at PAX East? That's the upcoming kind of heist, the cooperative 4-player heist game.
That game is called Monaco.
Monaco, yes.
And that will be coming out this year, I think.
Yeah.
Austin Wintory, the composer of Journey's score, is also the composer of Monaco's score, even though it's very different from Journey. So this is the titular amulet, or I shouldn't say the titular amulet. That's not the title.
The McGuffin.
But this is the yes. So let's grab it and see what happens.
Oh, the curse.
Pick it up. It's gonna turn you into a werewolf.
Chris,
Well, I get it.
you are spoiling things and you've never even seen it.
It can't be a spoiler if I don't know the fact that it's true.
It was
That's true.
foreshadowed pretty strongly.
It's foreshadowed pretty strongly. That is very true.
Whoa!
I feel incredible, tall and tough, and itchy. What? What's that behind me? I like to give him little voices.
Looks like there really was a curse on that head.
Huh, what do you know? When did I get a tail, and why can I smell everything?
And why do you smell so delicious, Strump?
Oh, God. The only way to restore power is by lugging that battery onto the battery slot. There's some puzzle help for you. And so basically you turn into a werewolf, and now you are super strong and can do things like push batteries like that.
I see.
Nice. That is a pretty lame security
It is a pretty lame security system. It does break the fourth wall a lot. Anyway, how am I gonna get out of here? So it's basically you can't take the amulet off. But what you can do is you can go to light beams and morph there.
And so now you can progress.
Now you can progress because your big wolf hand can't open the doors.
Oh man, are you happy to be out of there?
And he does that little dance every time you leave a puzzle room and move on to the next one.
You ain't the sharpest pencil in the packet.
So there is a reset button too. If you just mess up the room really bad and just want to start it from scratch, you can do that. So of course here we have more things to look at. And me, again, I like looking at this stuff, especially because the writing in the game is pretty cute.
Yeah. What's up, Ern?
Can't do anything with that.
I see a battery pad and a battery pack.
What I can do is I can go through that little window. And boom, now I can shut off the laser beam. But see, the thing is now I can't move this battery.
You are not in
McGuffin.
werewolf
Look
form.
at me try.
You gotta Hulk out.
I'm trying so bad, but I can't. But boom.
Yeah, baby.
Can you only do it in the moonlight then?
Yeah, that's the only place you can do that.
Oh yeah.
Is
Who makes these giant batteries?
You see these giant batteries in games all the time too.
It is kind of fed.
Yeah, the movement isn't completely free. There's actually
Well, it looks like it's a grid.
grids. Yeah, there's a grid there for it. And where does this need to go? Oh, it's on top of where it needs to go. Okay.
You're good. You can go through that door
To the left.
To the left, yep.
Unwolf yourself.
See, but I can't do it. He'll shake his head. This can scanner just can't cope with my killer claws. And so, boom, we turn back into McGuffin. He is now presently uncursed. And boom.
On his merry way to the dinosaur section.
This is all museums have, even the Asian Art Museum.
Yeah, weird.
SF MoMA, there's always dinosaurs in museums.
Yeah.
So there's a safe there? Can you crack the safe?
There is stuff in safes.
Or do you have to pull it around and get a better...
Yeah,
I think you also...
the dial is facing the bath?
You know what? I'm trying to figure out how I...
It's a tar pit joke.
Oh, you know what? I bet you I can turn
you
into him
have to go werewolf
and
and pull it, and then
Yeah.
you can.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go werewolf.
I think you also missed a safe in the previous room.
Did I really?
But, you know, it's cool.
It's cool.
Get underneath it and push it to the top.
Pull it. Can you pull it?
There we go.
Oh yeah.
No, well, now you can get around to the front of it. That's all you
No,
really
yeah.
need to do, right?
I was just bringing it along with me.
To totally obstruct it.
To
so you
totally
can't-
obstruct it so I can't, yeah. Good job, me.
Oh, Kevin.
I've played puzzle games before, I swear. All right, here we go. Now, let's get in there. There is a big pile of treasure. I have no idea yet what the treasure actually does.
Gold!
And now I'm
It can
turning
be
back
exchanged
in
for goods and services.
because I have to do that.
Nice.
Now, I can go through the door.
So this is, you know, like any puzzle game, teaching you the basics, things getting a little more complicated as you go.
Now, this is interesting because you discover that as a werewolf, you cannot actually move through water.
What?
You're afraid of water, apparently, but I can
Well,
do
I think
things like
I don't think it's
this.
so much you're afraid. It's just, you know, when your coat gets all wet. It's just really unpleasant.
I understand that. That makes sense.
Does it now?
Yeah, you know, you don't want to catch cold
Yeah.
while you're thieving and turning into a horrible wolf monster.
Ding, 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 ding.
Go do a jig at the door.
Yeah, you knew exactly what was going to happen. All right, maybe we'll solve another puzzle or two and we'll move on to something that's probably a little bit more visually appealing. But this is where you start to, like, it'll tell you that as a werewolf you can't cross some of these places.
Do it. Give it a shot. Go over the water.
You want me to try it?
Yeah.
All right. Youch, the amulet zapped me. I better stay out of the water when this thing is active.
Okay. The McGuffin keeps you from going in the water.
Exactly.
I like how he really has to exert himself. His like eyes are bugging out. This is one massive battery.
See, now I have another problem. The good news is
There's a switch.
there is a switch.
But
Oh shit.
oh,
And
yeah.
boom.
Okay, there you go. Problem solved.
Ta-da! But, of course, one more task, which is my big wolf paws can't open that door.
Well and truly McGuffed, Kevin.
And there he does his cute little happy dance again. And let's try for one more puzzle, and we'll move on to
Okay.
to Caro's equally 2D game.
This one's got lasers.
So the question is, what do we do here? Let's turn this switch.
What is that
No,
big
there's that big
button?
green. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't done this puzzle yet.
Can you just try standing on the big green button? You know, pull the battery onto the. No, you don't know.
Doesn't
Turn
let me
into
do
a wolf.
anything. So let's turn
Yeah.
into a wolf and see what happens.
It's kind of unclear, like where your feet.
It is a
Yeah.
little unclear sometimes, like how you can move.
Oh, yeah. See, now that's doing something.
So do I keep the battery there for now?
Yeah, I bet you do. Well,
Nope.
no.
I bet you move this safe over.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about that.
Can't get through the
How do I
lasers,
get to the
silly
safe?
wolfman.
There we go.
Did you just scratch yourself? Oh, you tried to
So-
activate that.
I gotta go
off.
back and move and
Yeah.
transform.
You don't have to transform.
Yeah, you can just.
Yeah.
There you go. So can you pull it up another
Yeah.
space?
Go
Another
to the
space?
bottom
I-
of it. Go around the bottom of it. And just push it up. Yeah.
There you go. You'll need to move the battery out of the way. Because I think you want the safe on the green button.
Indeed.
Yeah,
So you'll need to
totally.
move the battery out of the way.
Now go.
Oh, but I have to go this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally get it. I'm not completely moronic. Just occasional.
No, that's. I mean, you basically set yourself up by inviting me and Caro to watch you do
It's
this.
of true.
There was no chance we were just gonna let you.
This
play.
is just. 8 hours a day in the office. It's basically just us watching Kevin play whatever game he's playing and
my shoulder
making
constantly.
fun of all the bad decisions he makes.
But I want to get into the safe. Like I feel like I should transform.
Can you put it on the? Can you open it when it's on the green
I
button?
can't get past there, so I'm just gonna open it now.
What?
Oh,
Do
I
you
have
need
to-
to face it.
Oh yeah, I do need to. All right.
That's using your noodle.
All right, let's open the safe first.
Tara, what do the Twitch folks think about McGuffin?
There's a cache of cash.
Not a great deal. People are talking about
Monday Night Combat, I bet.
still some Monday Night Combat and chatting amongst themselves about the Diablo 3 beta.
Oh yeah, that's free this weekend.
It is.
We can do that. You guys can do that.
I don't know. Apparently, Demonic Goblin here in the chat is saying that it's quite short, the beta,
Oh, just the.
because it's just a stress test sort of thing, I guess. Not, it's a very limited part of the game. But yeah, I might give it a whirl.
I will be playing Terra and live streaming some of that.
That's an
Cool.
MMO.
So that's going into. It is an MMO and it's going into open beta. So it actually went into open beta today.
All right.
So I'll be showing some of that on Sunday and Monday. And
Oh, you've met Grim. I don't know if I can handle this.
check him out.
He seems pretty grim.
You want to know more about Grim? You'll have to play McGuffin's Curse for yourself because we
Yeah.
are going to now switch.
So
Yes.
that's on Steam. How many dollarinos is that?
It's cheap. We can take a look because I forget off the top of my head.
It's probably not going to tell you.
You'll have to go to the store page or some such.
It is very inexpensive.
That's cool. What are we playing next?
We are moving on to Caro's game,
Yes.
/loot.
Yes. So you thought McGuffin's Curse was a visual treat. You ain't seen nothing yet. Feast your eyes on hack /
Yeah, I'll
loot.
go around. This is fun, manipulating these cords to our benefit. This microphone.
Kevin,
cables.
I hand over supervision of the Twitch chat into your capable
Oh, I'm very excited.
hands.
Hi, everybody in the Twitch chat. If you are watching on Twitch TV, you can talk to me.
Okay, so hack / loot. This is the title of this game is somewhat misleading. This is not so much a hack and slash game as it is a roguelike, and it is a brutally difficult game. So before you begin, you can pick. Right now, I have only 3 character classes to choose from. You can unlock many, many more, but I can be the Saracen, the Archer, or the Wizard. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Archer, and just start a game. Now, the quest. There's a number of different quests, and you get a little summary here of what the situation is that you've thrown yourself into. Dungeons are always randomly generated. I'm going to zoom in here. So here's my little elf archer dude, just bopping along there.
What is that, a turkey leg?
It's a sign. It says,
Oh, okay.
Stay a while, stay forever. Dungeons are randomly generated each time you play, so it's never the same twice. Over here we have a deep dwarf. I'm going to go up to this chest here. All right, that dwarf has it out for me, so I'm going to...
So he stepped on a trap. Glyph was a trap because it did damage to the deep dwarf.
Yes. Lucky for me. So, a lot of stats in this game. If you look down here in the lower left area, I still have just kind of my standard stats. Right now, it's important to kind of keep an eye on this to have a sense of, what your odds are and so on. So with my bow right now, I have a 60% chance of hitting my target, and 10 damage minus the character's defense. The deep dwarf has a pretty high level of defense because I'm only able to do probably 4 points of damage to him if I do hit him. And
Get him!
I'm trying here.
Click. Man, you are.
All right.
Oh, he's a bloody mess.
He is a bloody mess now. So, okay, well, let's see. Potion, I will use that. It gives me a bonus to my melee damage, but I'm a ranged
How long is that gonna
attacker.
last?
in my experience, these upgrades, I haven't seen them wear out. But I also don't usually live very long, so it might be that I die before they do their thing. Okay, so this helmet, you can see the shield icon in the lower left is green, meaning this improves my defense stat. It has a penalty to my magic attack, but I don't use magic, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that helmet on.
The helmet of the cat.
Yeah, yes. So, and then venture further into the dungeon.
You can attack from more than one square away, right?
Yeah, because I have ranged attacks. And
you nailed that worm.
Whoops. And now I'm attacking this ooze. Now, this may seem very simple, but actually, tactics are quite important in this game. You may see me eventually get mobbed by, that's a significant defense boost, a bit of a
penalty to your range,
to my percent to hit, but defense is very. I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to take it, I think, and deal with that penalty. That's a mimic. It's not even a real treasure chest. Now, there's no way to save open chest.
You killed the mimic.
Hey, and I get a better bow for my troubles. There's no way to save in this game. I mean, you can leave the game and come back and resume where you leave off, but if you die,
it's over.
It is over, and you have to start your entire quest over again. And it won't be the same next time because another mimic, because it randomly generates the dungeons and the monsters each time you play.
Well, you start to. I mean, you see sort of generally the same monsters in the early going, and then they get tougher later, or.
Let's see what we have here.
3 health.
Kara's like,
I
I
do
keep
have
dying
only-
in this game. I don't even know what happens.
Right.
Hours and hours.
It is a brutally difficult game. I do have only 3 health.
You stepped on that glyph; it could have killed you.
But it gave me archer magic defense. So it was all for the better. Oh my God! So many mimics.
Do you want to step away from this? Can it move?
Well, it will. I believe it will follow me. Yeah. So that's, and the tower has claimed another life. Your turn may be over, but the game shall go on.
Play as Matt Saracen.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
America's favorite
exit
quarterback.
to the main menu. I will play as the Saracen this time. I think Journey to the Kimon is a different quest. So there we go. All right, there she is, my little warrior.
So, Kara, I'm going to ask about
Yes.
the Monday Night Combat codes.
Yes,
Are
this
these-
one right here that I'm holding in my hand, that you, Kevin Van Ork, can see, is one that has not yet been
Is
used.
the last
of
one.
the MNC codes.
Well, then I will give you the pleasure of giving it away.
Oh.
While we show off the
the
last
final
game that we show
game.
today. Yes.
All right. Okay. So I do.
Wow, there's all sorts of
Yes.
goblins. Of
So
it here.
here is a good place to talk about tactics. If I just stand here, I'm going to get enemies surrounding me on all sides, and each turn, each of them will attack me, and they will make short work of me. So I'm going to try to stand here to minimize.
Wouldn't you want to stand one further back so that
You know what? I'm going to stand one further
Yeah.
back. Oh, but they can fly.
over.
I think I'm already doomed. I think I'm already doomed.
Going out in a blaze of glory.
Okay. Let's see. This guy has 16, 10. I'm going to go for you.
oh
Yeah,
man,
this-
things
so-
are looking grim. Oh, did that rat just fall
yeah,
in the same
okay.
place as the goblin?
This.
Oh, there's the rat. Oh yeah. That tactic did not work out.
No,
I advised it poorly.
Well, I did not know that. I mean, these enemies would have gotten me regardless. So yeah, so you can see how. Yeah, see, sometimes I start a quest and I last for a good 20 minutes. I make a good amount of progress and then find myself in a situation like this and have to start all over. Other times, it's just immediately my quest is over almost before it starts. I'm gonna go and use the wizard for this next.
You got
this
so
next attempt.
killed.
I did. I seriously did. Mask of the Boy King will be our next quest attempt.
Get
Here's
after that McGuffin.
The wizard. Desecrate the tomb.
Desecrate
I've never
tomb.
seen this option.
Desecrate.
Okay, all right. Oh God, it's a skeleton. And my magic made short work of him. This belt is
Belt of
beneficial.
amazement. Worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it.
Sorry, dead people. So if you just moved like 3 spaces into a room.
I can click and move. I mean, each space still counts as a turn, but there's no enemies around here, so
it doesn't stop
It
you, it just
doesn't
lets you go.
make any difference.
Well, I mean, if you thought there was an enemy, you'd want to go one space at a
right.
time, because then if you had a ranged attack,
Yeah.
you'd be able to get the drop on
And
them,
sometimes
maybe.
you can also just click your character. It says skip go. In other words, skip your turn, which is sometimes advantageous if you want to kind of force the enemies into moving, maybe into a less advantageous position while you feel, good where you're standing.
Gotcha.
Rat
party.
One less rat. Boom. All right, I'm just toasting these rats, or freezing them.
Rat stew for dinner tonight.
What do we got here? Desecrate another tomb, fight another skeleton. Toast.
Nothing. Not working.
All right. Well. Oh, this skeleton's got like a hat and stuff. Okay, what is this? Battle Axe of Vengeance. But that's no good to me. I'm a wizard.
If you were to click on it, would it equip it? Like, there's no inventory, just like, hey,
yeah, it immediately.
I'll carry it along. Why
No,
not?
yeah, if you pick up a weapon, it will replace your currently equipped weapon.
Does that then fall? Like if you make a
Yeah.
mistake,
Oh
you're able
yeah.
to
You can pick
it
up your dropped item. Okay. Oh, so many tombs. Oh, a corpse to search. Hey, what do you know? A belt. No, not.
It gives you less brain power. What is that pink thing?
The
less pig.
Oh, that is. So there's 7 types of damage in this game or so, and I haven't yet figured out what each symbol is associated with or what type of damage that means. But scabbard, no, thank you. So it's certainly. We've seen a certain amount of resurgence of what you might call old school RPGs lately. A review of the Legend of Grimrock
yep.
just went up on the site, which is an old school dungeon crawler. This, of course, very much in the vein of the roguelike games, and ultra challenging, but can be very rewarding too when you start making real progress in it.
Cool.
Yeah.
How many dollars?
And there goes the wizard.
Oh,
wizard
you died.
bit in the dust.
Turned into a tortoise shell.
I want to say this is $6.99. It's roughly $6.99, maybe $7.99. It's one of those.
Sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about fun games that have relatively little cost here.
Yes.
Yeah, and now Carol and I are going to switch places.
Yes.
And
we're getting a little tangled.
the
But
live team
Kevin,
is going to have fun untangling these.
Can you maybe walk this way so
Yes,
I can?
I can.
It's a
Okay.
delicate dance, folks.
Thank you very much.
I love that the audience is probably like, what is going on in that
Editors
studio?
choreograph. Moving between seats.
All right, sorry.
Now I have returned, so I will. Ooh, that was quick. That was a nice, fast close. And I'm going to pull up. Oh, Chris is going to pull up for me. Deep Black.
What? I like to
Reloaded.
click
Deep
things.
Black
I'm
Reloaded.
Chris is helping.
Not to be confused with Blacklight Tango Down.
Exactly. Now
They
this
have one word in common.
this game has actually been out from other sources, but it is brand new to Steam.
Okay.
And just came out on Steam. So and we've actually already reviewed this. Fellow Jason Venter. This game is not extremely good, but I do think that it is extremely interesting. So I wanted to kind of show this off a little bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and this isn't the beginning of the game, but this is fairly close to the beginning of the game. Now, what makes this game interesting is, if you can hear it, obviously not the voice acting.
Whoa! Also the dialogue. That's lewd.
There is some pretty interesting, lewd, not great dialogue in here, spoken in a not great way.
Velasco, you crazy bitch. Glad you're still alive. You ready for this?
I've got butter knives in my stomach.
Yes, that
Butter
is the,
knives? What?
Colonel, doesn't mean butterflies? No. Nope.
Haha. I guess.
Oh, I
So
guess
he's
I-
underwater, and
You
he's
are
doing a little
underwater.
dolphin kick. What's going on?
And I didn't actually choose the act that I meant to choose, but we'll just go from here.
Are you Solid Snake infiltrating, what's the base called in Metal Gear Solid? Anyway, never mind.
No one seems to know what it is. Exactly.
Reference fail.
Orders
Wah,
confirmed.
wah.
Slit throats and rescue hostages.
Slit throats and rescue hostages in that order. Your mission objectives are always very simple.
This guy doesn't slit throats, he's got a gun. Or does he?
Now, the most interesting thing about this game is that you do stuff underwater. This is a third-person shooter, so it's, you know, Gears of War-esque in certain ways.
Okay.
But the biggest difference being that you also have some swimming. You have some underwater combat. There's also a grapple hook that we will discover shortly.
Hey, you're underwater. You're swimming.
I am underwater and swimming.
You can strafe swim.
I can strafe swim.
Thank you, FGC Estate. Shadow Moses. Thank you, everybody. All right. It was on the edge of my brain. I couldn't think of it. Very embarrassing.
That looks like fun. That looks like a fun suit to go swimming with.
Negative, too high tech.
Oh, and he's just dead right there.
just-
Bump into him.
They also
Nice.
let out these most hideous gurgles that are so funny until they get really old really fast. See, you can also even take cover underwater.
Oh yeah. Headshots.
I don't know if you can hear the gurgle. It is so dramatic. Now here's the first use that you'll see of the grapple. And it takes a while to hack the door. But then
Grapple
we have-
hacks.
we have hacked the door. And moving on through, I can hold space too.
Oh God.
This will happen sometimes, and you can just punch
Punch
to
it.
death.
Punch that eel.
Nothing says PC game like a QuickTime event.
Punch it with your arm knife.
And he will explode. So yeah, I want to get out of the way.
Now, Kevin, we've seen some fish swim by. I really don't think this is a natural angelfish habitat. How does the fact that the flora and fauna is not really super, true to life affect your gameplay experience?
My experience has been completely unaffected by that information, Chris. This is a world in which wildlife and robots live in harmony. Can't you see that?
You don't live in harmony with robots, though.
No. And so I have to turn the valve here. So I am turning off the current so that I can actually move through
But where do you go
this
next?
area. If only there was a way for me to know. Oh wait, there's a big orange checkpoint that shows me.
Oh, checkpoints.
And you saw that door open up just now.
Robo-eel.
And I can actually try to grapple him, but I found it, because you can actually hack certain drones to start shooting on your behalf, kind of BioShock style or something like that, but I think it's more fun to punch them.
Got a visual. Guards on the bridge.
He's
You
saying
can
there's
take
a
them
guard
out
on the
quietly with
bridge.
your harpoon.
Ooh, harpoon.
Harpoon
Oh,
a
is that
person.
the thing that you've been punching robots with?
Yes. But it's interesting, you always have to...
That's not quiet.
Oh, hello. Oh,
That's what happens when you grapple. I'm sorry, I had to slow down because I just love hearing the... When I say love, I mean absolutely hate those sound effects, but they're so funny. Can't help it. So now we are finally on ground.
All right.
And you see these, if I shoot this, I'll just shoot it so you can
It's
see.
gonna explode.
It explodes.
no, but it's a blue flame.
Look
Well,
like
it's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
your armor's sort of got that Dead Space spine thingy.
Looks a little Dead Spacey. The movement in the game is not that great.
But does that spine indicate your health or anything like that, a la Dead Space?
Well, there is no HUD. I don't. Oops. It does not. You
No.
get.
It's the
just-
encroaching splatter.
but you see I'm
Oh, it is
glowing
kinda,
red,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's not exactly.
But
the
this
same.
is a game in which you just have regenerating health, right? These blood stains will fade from the borders of the screen when you take cover for a while.
Exactly.
Just get some wipers on that. Just clear that right up.
I think there's nothing in this room except ammo, but I'm gonna go and get it.
The sign clearly said generator. There should at least be a generator in there.
You opened the underwater door.
Yep. So I'm just gonna go down underneath.
Can you
But I
jump
wanna-
off the platform, or do you have to take the stairs?
I have to take the stairs, I think. Actually, the movement underwater is a lot better than the movement above ground.
Moving above ground just seems real standard.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, like,
it's clunky.
functional,
You can't, as far as I can tell, you can't sprint. So you're always stuck kind of going at that jog. Oh, hi. I didn't even see you over there.
Good thing those robo-eels are pretty bad at killing people.
Now, it's interesting to note that at this stage in the game, the game is not terribly hard, but it can get super frustrating. I like that they're called kamikaze mines. Because isn't it implied that when a mine explodes that it just takes itself out with you?
Pretty much all mines are kamikaze mines.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
It's like saying I'm going to the water beach.
Well, maybe
or I'm going to eat some mouth food.
Mouth food. Maybe it's because they instead of just waiting there, they dive bomb you, like so many Japanese Zero pilots.
Yeah, they're aggressive mines. They don't just sit there. But still, it just strikes me as.
Now you've gone and said mouth food and made me hungry for mouth food.
I am kind of hungry now, but not for mouth. Just to be clear, I'm not talking about eating mouths.
It's getting weird.
Paladin Mike's favorite kind of food is mouth food. FGC is staged as asking Kevin, what kinds of weapons can you get? Do you know if you pick up other guns and so on as you progress?
You do. So far, I've had a shotgun. I've had the submachine gun, and I've had a pistol. I haven't come across anything yet that's particularly sci-fi-y. It's all very standard weaponry, and I haven't even gotten much use because it's, every contingent of enemies when you're above ground comes in exactly the way you expect. You walk in, you see some conveniently placed cover there, and then you take cover because you know that there's going to be a dude.
Time to shoot a dude, Kevin. Shooting a dude. Nice. Good job. Good dude shooting.
Those guys are pretty bullet spongy.
So this is third-person shooter, has those sort of water travel elements, but like, what is there anything to really recommend it over other? I mean, is the story like, is it a neat world, or is it just kind of like, hey, here's some third-person shooting, there's water involved?
See, at first it's really neat because you do have this water element, and at first you think, oh, this is going to be cool. I've never seen anything like this before. But what happens is the core mechanics just aren't good. The cover system is sort of wonky.
Go right into those red lasers.
I'm sure they're perfectly safe.
On some kind of drone.
I can harpoon it when it opens up.
How do I disable
And then if I do this enough times,
hit the scanners with your
some
harpoon.
kamikaze mines will come out.
Oh, that's good. You want that to happen.
Why don't you just shoot it?
Because that's...
Oh.
I can do it, but...
Why don't you just swim by it? Because those kamikaze mines will get you.
And those motion scanner beams.
Yeah, the whole introduction of some of these weird enemies is kind of strange.
Just swim under it. I'm sure that'll work just fine.
Oh God!
Oh, they're so kamikaze.
I was kamikaze.
You got kamikazed.
That's one way to say it.
Sure is.
unmanned vehicle?
A bad way.
I think there might be a bad guy up here when I emerge. No.
Hello? Anybody?
So yeah, it starts off really well, but then like all the action is so rote and it's kind of boring.
Is that, do I assume right that your grapple hook is not load bearing and therefore you don't actually get to like swing on it?
Correct. It's
Missed opportunity, man. I want to grapple from underwater, grapple on something out of the water, and then just yank myself up.
Yeah, the harpoon's used to hack stuff and to pull dudes down. So far, I haven't come across anything
Harpoon
particularly...
this guy. Go harpoon one of them.
I can't use the harpoon above water.
What?
That don't make no sense.
That was an exceedingly slow somersault.
You can't, yeah, and you can't sprint. Like it's funny because to me the gold standard of like cover systems is still like the original. It's still Gears of War. It kind of set that standard, and nothing really has reached that. Oops, and then it really is the slowest somersault ever.
You look like a 5-year-old who just learned how to do a somersault. You're so careful.
And see, because it's funny because my first instinct, as with Gears of War on PC or Mass Effect or most cover shooters, is on the PC. The space bar is like the everything button, and so you're used to pressing the same button for cover, for roadie run, for whatever. And I'll play a little bit more.
Is that not the case with DBR?
No, because you do this instead, and there's no cover to cover movement, and there's no vaulting over stuff. And there are things like you'll see some of these, like if you try to take cover from the other side on some of these, you can't. Like sometimes the rule for what you can take cover behind and what you can't is just there's no specific rule.
Ugh.
So, and it's funny because at first it's like totally competent and you get really into the whole, like right here, you think you should be able to take cover, but you just
Yeah, because that looks exactly like the things in the other room you can take cover.
But no, you don't need to take cover there because it's time to walk and talk.
It's time for a walk and talk.
And people noting in the chat, sometimes on a console it makes more sense to have the everything button. But maybe on PC you don't necessarily want the everything button. Sometimes you actually want a button that you specifically choose to do the move that you want. But I think a game that does it well does a pretty good job of reading your mind, and everything works contextually to kind of understand where you are and what the player's likely to do.
As long as there aren't those places, which a lot of games have, where you might want to do one thing, but because you're standing near something you can take cover behind or what have you, the game thinks you want to do something else.
Right. And so, like I said, I think Gears of War does that exceedingly well. Like, it kind of knows what you want to be doing. And it has very consistent rules about what happens and when.
Are you going to kill this guy? He's just doing his job.
Oh, God.
Wow.
I was trying to shoot the thingy, but I didn't quite have a line of sight.
That was grim, Kevin. That man was unarmed.
You just murdered a person.
I am a murderer. See, you go in, you see this big cover thing, you know that there are going to be a couple dudes that come through,
and then you know you're going to do some celebratory somersaults.
Well, we talk about this sometimes in the office where you play a game that uses mechanics that are pretty much just like mechanics in other shooters. And you look at something like this, it's like, okay, well, this is just like Gears of War. But then you realize the reason why there's certain series that are held up as the standard, whether it be Gears or whether it be Call of Duty or whether it be Halo. It's because then when you play a game that takes those mechanics and just doesn't do them as well, you realize why those are the standards.
Right.
And this is just another one of those examples. It's like, while it looks like it just should feel like Gears of War.
Yeah. So DBR provides some valuable perspective. Help you appreciate what you've got.
That's kind of true. I mean, I always look to.
Well, come on, though. To be fair, I'd like to see Marcus Phoenix go swimming and stuff. I mean, in that armor of his and with like a no helmet, it would not be pretty.
Oh, I see. The helmet. This guy probably has some kind of rebreather.
Yeah.
Let's get back underwater and then we'll wrap it up because I think I'm about to get underwater. We'll do one thing underwater. And then when that thing is done...
Can't do a high dive, huh?
Where
Go down. You lowered that.
Yeah, I lowered the bridge. Yeah, as I get too busy talking and forget to pay attention to the game. All right, let's do one underwater thing and see what happens.
Can you do a somersault underwater?
I cannot. This is what happens when you do an underwater... Oh, I didn't even see that thing.
It's not there anymore. Oh, there's another one.
There's two. I was kamikazed. All right, one more. Let's see if I can get to the checkpoint and we'll shut down Deep Black Reloaded.
Get to the checkpoint.
Because we actually talk about this because there's so much there's a lot of Call of Duty hate that sometimes pops up, but then you play something that tries to be Call of Duty and doesn't quite get there.
Like maybe the Battlefield 3 campaign.
Yeah, or Medal of Honor or Homefront. You know, games that,
Yeah.
that do a fairly okay job, but maybe don't quite reach that standard. And you realize, well, there's a reason why why people do like Call
those
of Duty.
games. do get
FGC
the
is
love they
staged,
do.
saying in the chat, Rainbow Six Vegas is maybe an example of a game that has a good cover.
There you
system.
go. Yeah, that game has a super good cover system, but it doesn't really feel like Gears of War.
No, it
And
has
this-
a very, which is good because you want a diversity of experiences.
Oh, absolutely. I think Splinter Cell Conviction was another game that had a cover system that I liked a lot.
Where's my dog?
I think Human Revolution almost got there with their they tried to do kind of a Splinter Cell Conviction-y thing. Didn't quite get to that standard, but anyway, there you go. Deep Black Reloaded. Caro is just given away in the chat.
The final code for Super Monday Night Combat prizes. So,
Hooray!
So I guess I will say thank you to our GameSpot viewers. I'm Kevin Van Ord. That's Chris Waters, and that is Carolyn Pettit. We looked at 4 games today. Let's
We did.
round them up real quick. Deep Black Reloaded.
Yes.
Hack/Loot.
Yes.
McGuffin's
McGuffin's
Curse.
And the winner,
The
Super
winner.
Monday Night Combat.
Easily the winner of the quality race on today's show. But again, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again on another episode of Now Playing.